How's it going, everyone? So this is the Spice Bazaar. We're like the third aisle in, and this right over here, Jan made the point of before. Make sure, Jan, whenever you have questions to ask, that he looked at these and he's like, wow, these are really good prices. And yeah, these are really good prices, and they're in their container. But I'll show you what you can do that's even cheaper and once you have the containers. Over here on the third aisle is anything you need. There's the turmeric, there's the chili powder, different types, different brands of chili powder. So yeah, that's all the turmeric in various sizes. And we're talking like, you're gonna use 1/4 of a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon if you're crazy in your food. And this is 7 ounces, so 200 grams for, let's just say $2.70. I'm not gonna say 69 every time. I'll just round. But this is really awesome. Turmeric, anti-cancer, you add it with black pepper, that's like the signature of Indian spice. Now Jan, you might be thinking to yourself, I don't really like Indian food. Well, then don't like Indian food, but then you can have cumin powder with chili powder, and now you got like a Mexican dish with a little bit of garlic. Look guys, garlic for $3 for this much. This is a shit ton of garlic. You can buy for, there's no reason for you not to have a spice rack in your house now. You got fenugreek is really good for digestion. That gives it a different flavor. It's a little more of an advanced spice. You can play around with them. I mean, if you got, you know, an extra 30, 40 bucks, just go wild. Over here, these are the seeds and everything. And I didn't even go through all of them. I mean, you got mustard seeds right here. If you know how to cook with mustard seeds, what you do is you put oil and the seeds in the oil and let it go like that. When you're like roasting a garlic and onion, that's if you really want to be fancy. But there's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm actually gonna get cinnamon sticks in a little bit. I'm not gonna pick them up now because I don't got my cart. I'm here just explaining. I'm gonna get the cinnamon sticks. So that's there's a whole bunch of other spices. You got ginger powder, you have garam masala, you have, you know, the chili powder, you have curry powder. I mean, there's not much to it. I mean, I'd just get my salt from Wegmans. There's that Assyrian sea salt in the salt section. It's really good. Got the black pepper. They have cardamom pods, which you can use for making teas and everything. Pretty nice. Hey, let's go to the next aisle. Oh yeah, show everyone this. These are if you guys are all lazy. They have them already made out and everything. And you know, if you need ideas on how something would taste, you can always just pick up one of these boxes, read the ingredients, buy all the powders later. I don't use any of this, and they have paste and everything down on the other end. Okay, let's go to the next aisle. Same idea, better brand. If you need ideas of how to use the spices. So this right here, I don't go on this side either, but this is all the flours. If you need all different type of flours, you got flours right here in cracked wheat. But this is what I like, mung beans. Mung beans are awesome. If you're gonna go vegan, like this is in your diet, you can sprout them. You can pretty much do whatever you need. And what's really nice about them is, in this brand, for every 22 grams of protein, 22 grams of carbs, you get 8 grams of protein. But it gets better than that. It's definitely 8 better. I always get this brand, Swad. I like this brand. Never has done me wrong. And we're talking, this is the 7-pound bag. Is 11 bucks. I think there's 88 servings in here. There's 88 servings in here. And for every 63 grams of carbs are 24 grams of protein.
And what is that?
These are mung beans. Mung beans are awesome. You can cook them like beans, you can cook them and sprout them. Just the way to go. Mung beans.
What do you mean by sprout them?
Okay, what you do is you rinse them off, right? Drain that water. Then soak them, right? And then every 12 hours, 8 to 12 hours, you kind of like mix them around and put them in water. And this is just on a countertop with like, you know, something to protect it from flies or an oxidation. And you just dump off the water. And after like 5 days of every 8 hours, 8 to 12 hours, you filling it back up with water, mixing it around and dumping it off, you get bean sprouts. There's actually bean sprouts in the other aisle. But here, let's continue on now over here. You got your chickpeas. Oh, this isn't chickpeas. Here's chickpeas. Those are something different. Here's chickpeas. Awesome. Chickpeas are so good. You know, have you made your hummus yet?
No.
Really?
I don't have anything to blend it in.
Ah, well, that's a different story right there. And then you got your chickpeas. We have tons of beans here. If you like black-eyed peas, there's black-eyed peas. Anything you want. I mean, you want to make a Mexican dish? Oh, the only one they don't have are black beans, because India doesn't produce black beans. Dark red kidney beans, awesome for like Mexican food. You mix this with the black beans and some rice in a tomato-based sauce. You're golden. And all you have to do to cook all these, you're probably wondering to yourself, I'm just used to canned beans, processed crap and not really good. No, you're not used to the fresh, dry stuff. And all you have to do is you gotta soak them for 24 hours. Fill them up with water, drain off your water, and then you can cook them. And then you just boil water, let them simmer. It's a small process, but really easy to do. Takes about 40 minutes. Got regular lentils. You can make lentil soup out of this. We're talking about all these grains, and these are, I mean, not grains, legumes. And all these are high in protein, good source of carbs. One of my favorites is red lentils. They cook really quick and they turn to mush. You can add your spices to them and mix vegetables. It just gives it like a paste. You can use this to thicken up soups, and it's a good source of protein and carbohydrates. And because of the orange color, remember, every color has a different bunch of phytochemicals in it, and that has beta carotene because it's that orange color. That's not don't go by a general rule. That's an example. I don't really use anything else in this aisle except for down here. Another really good deal from this store is you can get your nuts for really cheap. Now, when you're on a vegan diet, it's important to get both grains and nuts. Grains, nuts, and beans. Like some theorists say you don't need grains, but then you need the nuts because there's the different amino acids, and you got to make sure you're getting all your amino acids if you're going to supplement. So getting cashews, almonds, pistachios here, it's an excellent deal. They have some odd things too, which I've picked up. They have golden raisins as well. They have these dried apricots. Those things are a treat. And lastly, we saw the nuts, we saw the spices, we saw the legumes, the beans, and everything. You're probably wondering to yourself, where's the rice? Here's the big bags of flour, but over here, we have rice. Tons of rice. This one by far is probably my favorite. That one. Actually, I don't have the other brand that I used to get. But this is basmati brown rice. This is some good stuff right here. I only eat brown rice because there's more nutrients, but there's not many nutrients in rice. So I don't really eat it that much. It's just a lot of carbs. It's a grain. You can do without them, but if you like to work out, you kind of need them. I haven't tried any of these yet, but you know, I'd be curious to see this. This one's expensive. This is if you want to have the container. This same brand is in one of the bags for a couple of dollars less. So you're just paying for the container if you buy them like that. Okay, so and then a good brand of white rice is pretty much whatever one's on sale. You look at it and you're like, oh, this is on sale. You know, obviously other brands are going to be better than others, but you're buying white rice, so you kind of pay for what you get. And then, last but not least, say if you're not going to go halfway around the world to Gercios to get oil, right here, olive oil. Awesome price. I'm going to do some research on sunflower oil. I only eat olive oil and coconut oil, but I might have to add sunflower oil in there because it might be something I'm missing. You never know. More research is needed. This is an interesting thing because I've never seen it before. Oh, another thing too. This is ghee. Ghee is like a clarified, excellent butter. And it's just awesome. Okay, well, have a good night. I'm gonna pick up some food for me. Jan's gonna grab some food. We're gonna get out of here. Peace.